Brooks Koepka won his 5th major this weekend with a set of clubs which, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't blame you if you've forgotten about them altogether. I'm in love with these things. Never rated a club better. Now, even though the Michael Block story exploded over the weekend, somewhat overshadowed Brooks's win, what an incredible win it was under the circumstances, especially the last couple of years. Let's be honest, his overall finish at Augusta less than a month ago. There's been many a tour professional that's lost a major in those kind of circumstances, which typically takes years to recover from, let alone going and winning the next major straight off the back of it. Not to mention the added pressure of being the first live player to take down a major, and the fact also Bryson was also very much up there in the mix, essentially answering a few questions of the quality on the live tour. But I don't think there's ever been a doubt in terms of Brooks's technical ability, considering he's already had 4 majors in the past, but there were doubts over the mental state that he was in, and after this weekend I'm pretty sure the answer is that there are no doubts. But putting his accomplishments to one side, the bit that I'm most impressed with is the bag that he did it with. This is not a conventional bag when it comes to brands. We've got old clubs, we've got new clubs, but none of these are from the big hitters, your Callaway, your TaylorMade, your Titleist, your Ping. But why do I always bang on about forgotten brands? Why do I always bang on about underrated clubs? It's because they've got no awareness, and the level of tech and performance they produce are exactly the same as all the other ones. Just means in the second-hand market, you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck, as I'm about to show you with Brooks's bag. But we should mention the 2 clubs you won't be able to get your hands on, and if you do, you're going to have to spend a bit of money. Number 1, the Circle T putter, the Scotty Cameron line that is designed especially for tour professionals and tour professionals only. If you are able to purchase one of these, you're talking 4 figures minimum. Some of these can be eye-watering, and to be perfectly honest, I've done a video using one. It looked amazing, it felt amazing. Do I think it's going to allow me to have 26 putts around? No, but I'm sure for those guys having a purpose-built putter for their particular stroke can mean the difference between holding a 6-footer and potentially lipping out. The next rare club that you should have on your watch list that might just pop up in your local car boot sale or your Facebook marketplace is the Nike Vapor Pro 2 iron. These things are extremely rare, and the fact that Tony Finau, Brooks Koepka is still using these so many years down the line goes to show when you've got a driving iron that just works for you and you're confident with it, then just stick with it. The fact there's not many of these driving irons in circulation, and the fact that tour pros are still using them, has ramped up the price a lot. If you want to buy one of these retail, we're talking 200, 300 pounds plus. And to be honest, at that kind of price tag, you're better off just going getting custom fitted for, well, a brand new one. But that's enough about the expensive and rare clubs. Let's talk about the inspiration we can get from Brooks's bag when it comes to bargains. Srixon and the word underrated, especially in the second-hand market, couldn't go better hand in hand than any other brand out there. God, I love these things. This isn't the first time me using the Srixon ZX7 irons, and Brooks is using the Mark II version, which is the more up-to-date and obviously going to be a lot more expensive. But the point I'm trying to make is wait a year if you want the Mark IIs, or if you want the exact same version but for £400 40-pitch in wedge, or let's say brand new for £600. These are the clubs to get. I mean, just look at them. For something that's 1.5 years old, I can't give you anything cheaper. £50 around about there a stick. Aesthetics are on point. They're as forgiving as all the other forged models from the bigger name brands. And to be perfectly honest, that is as close as you're going to get in terms of a forged iron looking like a blade, but isn't. Now for you mid-handicappers and higher, let's say 16 and above, the ZX5 is a great shout, and even cheaper. Same kind of looks, but are going to be more offset and obviously going to be more de-lofted to help give you that launch and distance, or potentially go combo set. Just like Mizuno, ZX7s at the bottom, pitching wedge 9/8, and then a few ZX5s at the top for, well, forgiveness. I'm in love with these things. Never rated a club better. On the topic of forgotten, let's talk about Brooks's fairway wood. M2 Tour, not the 2016 version, 2017, and arguably the most unpopular TaylorMade lineup that's ever come out. Didn't have the looks of the 2016 version, and to be perfectly honest, when it came to the driver, just didn't sound that great either. But that's why I'm in love with Brooks's bag. He's got clubs that work for him, regardless of what anyone else thinks, says, does. He only puts clubs in the bag that work for him. And the fact he's got a 70-pound fairway wood, don't get me wrong, I'm sure he's got an upgradable shaft and all the other bits that go on top of it. The fact the USPGA winner 2023 is using a fairway wood that was so unpopular and 6 years old in his bag, I find admirable, and to be honest, just a bit brilliant. So let's talk wedges. RTX Zip Core Cleveland I have in my hand here. 40 to 50 pounds second hand, and don't get me wrong, Brooks has got some pretty special wedges in there. He's got some tour grinds, he's got different variations, but that's not the point of this element. Cleveland is underrated when it comes to wedges, second hand especially. And when I put it against a 50-pound Cleveland wedge against a Vokey at the same kind of price range, or a TaylorMade mill grind, the 50-pound wedges of all those brands are going to be more chewed up. They have to be worse conditioned because there's less demand for them. Whereas you could get a gleaming face, hardly nicked, right bounce, right shaft in abundance for you for the same kind of price. And Cleveland, for me, if I had to put 4 brand new wedges in the bag, this would definitely be the brand that I'd put in there. Now we need to talk driver, as when it comes to undervalued in the second-hand market, it doesn't get more undervalued than the brand that he had at the top, even though, let's be honest, he has got the brand new variation. That is so clean out the middle. Now obviously Brooks had the Mark II, which to be honest goes for around 350 to 400 pounds second hand, which you'd understand, it's literally just come out. However, with Srixon, especially after the first 6 months, 8 months after release, it nosedives in price. Meaning this original ZX5 driver with a very nice shaft, hazardous 6.0 as you'd get in your Paradigm or your Stealth 2, whatever it is, goes for 140, 150 pounds. And it's only a year old. Now, I've been playing this game for quite a while, and I know there's 3 things that a driver just can't fix. Yes, to a degree, they could close that club face a tiny bit or keep it more open, depending on the shaft, head type, you name it. But that pull hook that I hit there, I could hit that with any driver. That is timing, tempo, release, too quick, strong grip. That can only be resolved by technique change. Number 2, ball speed. We've hit the limit. No new driver is going to produce more ball speed per club head speed mile an hour. Meaning if you swing at 100 miles an hour with a 5-year-old driver, the maximum you're able to get is 145 miles an hour, around about there. With a brand new driver, guess how fast you can get from 100 miles an hour club head speed? 145 miles an hour. And then number 3, we want to hit up on the ball with the driver, and as far as I'm aware, no shaft or head combination can change someone's downward angle attack of 2 degrees with their driver while they hit these really low squirting fades to 4 or 5 degrees on the up. If you want to reduce your spin, if you want to hit more distance with all of your drives, you've got to increase that launch and drop that spin angle. And quickly, I'm not saying shaft and head type won't play a small role in trying to complement those numbers. All I'm saying is if you're coming across the ball by 15 degrees and hitting down on it by 2, no shaft, no head type, no technology is going to gain you 70 yards off the tee. Technique, however, could. Lastly, why am I telling you all of this? Well, because I get asked the question all the time, is this brand of driver any good? Well, for ball speed, the ability to hit a high launching, low spin shot, considering you can get the same shafts in this, same head types, i.e. if you want a forgiving driver like your Ping G430, well then get the ZX5 like this one, the forgiving head. If you want a more controlled, low spinning head like the Callaway Sub-Zero, well then get the ZX7. The point I'm trying to make when it comes to drivers is all we can judge them on is aesthetics, sound, and how you personally feel over the ball. My only point is this club is 1.5 years old, which you can pick up for £140, play with it for a year, sell it for 120 because it's already lost all of its depreciation value, and you've used a 2021 driver that looks good, sounds good, and will potentially go as far as everything else out there on the market. So guys, there you have it. There's Brooks's bag, and if you want to see another interesting bag, you might want to check out Michael Brooks's one that he came in the top 15 with, because let's be honest, there's some pretty old clubs in there.